Imagine owning a profitable Airbnb business without buying expensive land, without huge construction costs, and without dealing with complicated development rules. Today I'm going to show you how investors around the country are building short-term rental income on land that most people completely ignore. Yes, I'm talking about unwanted, overlooked and low-value land that can generate more monthly cash flow than a traditional rental property. And the best part? Anyone watching this can start small, scale slowly, and turn this into a powerful, income-producing asset. Welcome to Smart Realty Secrets, where we break down real financial strategies that actually work in the real world. Let me start with a story that will open your mind. A few years ago, an investor in Arizona bought a piece of land that most buyers skipped because it was rocky, oddly shaped, and far from the main residential areas. It cost him less than what most people pay for a used car. Instead of building a house, he placed two high-quality pre-built structures, small, stylish units that didn't require full construction permits. He furnished them, listed them on Airbnb, added strong marketing photos, and within 60 days, he was earning more per month than a traditional rental in his city. And here's the twist. The land still wasn't considered desirable, but guests loved the experience because of its privacy, scenic views, and uniqueness. This is the opportunity that most people overlook. The reason this works so well is simple. Travel behavior is changing. Guests don't always want hotels or busy neighborhoods. They want nature, quiet, privacy, and something different from everyday life. If you can provide a clean, well-designed space at a reasonable price, your booking rate stays high. And when your cost of land is low, the risk drops dramatically. You're not over-leveraged, you're not carrying a huge mortgage, and you're not dependent solely on property appreciation. You're creating cash flow from day one. Another example comes from Texas. A couple purchased an unused piece of rural land that wasn't suitable for traditional development. Instead of trying to fix the land, they used small elevated platforms, placed glamping tents and compact modular units on top, added simple solar lighting, and created an off-grid luxury experience. They marketed the property using strong photography, nature-focused branding, and seasonal packages. Within 6 months, their unwanted land was producing over $2,700 per month in net profit. And here's what most people don't realize. The demand for unique stays is rising every year, and Airbnb actively promotes listings that offer something different or experiential. Now let's talk strategy, because you can do this, too. Whether you're starting with a small budget or thinking about building a long-term portfolio, the first step is identifying undervalued land. These are parcels that look imperfect, have unusual shapes, or are far from busy towns. They're inexpensive because most people don't know what to do with them. But for an Airbnb business, the key is not perfection. The key is uniqueness, privacy, access, and basic usability. As long as the land allows temporary structures, RVs, cabins, tents, sheds, or modular units, you already have the foundation for a short-term income property. Next, you want to explore local zoning rules, but don't overcomplicate it. Many counties, especially in rural areas, allow temporary structures without major construction permits. That means less cost, fewer legal hurdles, and faster setup. Investors love this because it speeds up cash flow. Instead of waiting months or years for building approvals, you can create a functional Airbnb in a matter of weeks. Then comes the fun part, designing your guest experience. You don't need luxury. What you need is clarity and comfort. Think clean interiors, reliable bedding, great lighting, outdoor seating, a fire pit, maybe a small deck, and a few thoughtful touches that make guests feel taken care of. When you combine a simple structure with great scenery or peaceful surroundings, guests feel like they're getting something special. This is why even low-cost listings can consistently earn 5-star reviews. Once your unit is set up, photography becomes your biggest advantage. High-contrast images, wide-angle shots, warm lighting, and scenic views dramatically improve your click-through rate. Airbnb's algorithm rewards listings that get attention, and strong visuals help your listing float to the top. This is exactly how many investors with low-cost setups are outperforming expensive apartments and city condos. Now let's talk numbers, because that's where this strategy truly shines. A typical unwanted land parcel can cost anywhere from $3,000 to $20,000, depending on the area. Temporary units, depending on style, can range from a few $1,000s for glamping tents, all the way up to $20,000, or more for high-quality modular setups. When done correctly, these units can earn anywhere from $1,000 to $4,000 per month. That means your payback period can be as short as 1 year, which is incredibly rare in traditional real estate investing. And unlike a typical rental property, where maintenance and tenant issues can drag cash flow down, short-term rentals give you more control over pricing, quality, and guest expectations. And here's the biggest secret: unwanted land has almost no competition. Most buyers skip it, most investors ignore it, and most developers don't understand its potential. That's exactly why it's such a powerful opportunity for anyone who's willing to think differently. You're not following the crowd. You're building a business on efficiency, creativity, and smart financial decision-making. And when you combine low land cost with strong cash flow, you're building real wealth using real assets that pay you month after month. If you're serious about long-term financial freedom, learning how to turn overlooked land into income is one of the smartest moves you can make. You don't need to buy expensive properties to build wealth. You need to think strategically, act decisively, and use the systems that already work. And if you want more practical guides like this, real strategies, real numbers, and real tools to help you grow your money, make sure you subscribe to Smart Realty Secrets. Every week, we bring you the knowledge that can transform your financial future, one smart decision at a time.